Hello and welcome to today's episode of Financial Planning. If you've been following a few of my last episodes, you'd see that my hair is getting longer and longer, and soon you may see me in a ponytail if this lockdown continues. However, it is important that we stay safe, we maintain social distance, and don't take up any unnecessary activity that we are not expected to do. That's the best way to stay safe, right? So, hope all of you are doing well there. In today's episode, I'm going to talk about critical illness cover and what it means. Before we start, let me just do a quick check with you whether you've already purchased health insurance or your employer has covered you for health insurance. If the answer is no, then I suggest that you check out this video on why health insurance is important and why you should avail it. First, essentially health insurance is where you pay a small annual premium and you get coverage for for a wide variety of medical related expenditure. So what happens is that before you start saving, you need to take up health insurance, life insurance, and then start saving for very emergency funds. Once you have these three measures in place, then you will be able to start long-term savings. So you can check out the video and it would tell you why health insurance is required. But coming back to the topic of critical illness insurance, while it is bundled under the health insurance products, its benefits are pretty different from a regular health insurance product. And I just want to take it point by point and explain to you why it is different in comparison with a regular health insurance product. Let me begin with the first point of comparison. What is a primary feature of a health insurance policy as opposed to that of a critical illness insurance? The health insurance follows the principle of indemnity, and that is defined as, on the happening of a loss, the insured shall be put back into the same financial position as they used to occupy immediately before the loss. If I have to explain that in simple words, I would say that the payout which they receive will be neither more or less than the actual amount of loss. That is, the medical expense that they have incurred will be given back to them, taking them back to their original financial position. Let's just look at an example. Somebody has a sum insured or a cover of 5 lakhs in their health insurance policy. They were hospitalized for some reason that cost them 1 lakh rupee. The insurance company is liable to pay them up to 1 lakh rupee only, irrespective of what their total coverage amount is. Say the same illness didn't cost them 1 lakh, it cost them only 50,000 rupees, then the insurance company will pay them only 50,000 rupees. 5 lakhs is the maximum that they can avail under this cover. That is, even if their expense was, say there were multiple illnesses or different people in the family had different illnesses, taking the medical expense to a total of 6 lakhs, the insurance company is liable to pay a maximum of 5 lakh rupee, but not more. However, each payout will be verified against medical bills, against the hospitalization expense, and then only paid out. In the critical illness insurance, that they follow the principle of benefit. That is, on the happening of the event, the insured shall get a fixed amount as per the insurance product. Or put simply, if the insured is diagnosed with a critical illness and that critical illness is part of the coverage that the insurance policy gives under its critical illness program, the sum insured will be paid to the person. So if his sum insured is 5 lakhs, that is, he has availed 5 lakhs coverage under the critical illness product, the hospital expense could be 1 lakh, it could be 50,000, it could be 10 lakhs. The insurance company does not even check. They just check, has the person been diagnosed with that critical illness? Do they cover it? If yes, they give the entire payout to the insured person. That is 5 lakhs in this case. So let us look at a few examples of coverage to understand this better. A health insurance policy provides a wide variety of benefits and coverage. It provides hospitalization benefits if you're hospitalized for common ailments also, like dengue, pneumonia, or something which is rare but severe, like a surgery or cancer. All these hospitalized expenses are covered under the health insurance. They also cover daycare procedures. Thanks to medical improvements, there are a lot more daycare procedures now. Cataract was earlier a hospitalization requiring ailment. Now it is done in a day, you are free to go back by evening. This was also covered. Injuries due to accidents are covered, and various other benefits are covered like ambulance charges, domiciliary hospitalization, etc. are covered under the health insurance. The critical illness insurance only covers a specified set of illnesses which can cause death or severe disabilities. Otherwise, it wouldn't be critical, right? So these are covered, and a few examples of these are cancer of specified severity, heart attack, kidney failure. Other examples are end-stage lung disease, meningitis, etc. So these are all covered because they're critical in nature, but as you can see, a very specified narrow set. Depending on the insurance company also, the coverage varies. So some insurance companies cover only a limited number, which is like around, I think it starts with 18 critical illnesses. I know companies that cover more than 64 critical illnesses also. You have to remember that the more illnesses which are covered, the premium is going to be more. So please do go through the list of critical illnesses and then you can decide which company to go with. Let's also look at the major benefits that these two different types of policies provide. The health insurance, of course, pays expenses related to hospitalization, which is what we discussed in the earlier slide. It also covers pre and post hospitalization. As you know that any procedure typically has doctor's visits, they have scans, they have diagnostic tests and medicines to be taken both before and after. So these expenses are also covered by the health insurance policy. Daycare surgeries we discussed, ambulance expenses we discussed, and as I mentioned, there are many other coverage which health insurance gives. Where is the benefit of the critical illness insurance? Now, as we know that a critical illness like cancer or heart attack, any of these can be very expensive. You've taken your regular health insurance coverage with a certain amount in mind. But when this unexpected illness comes, it also comes with unexpectedly high medical expense. So when you get a lump sum payout, that is you get the entire coverage amount, it helps you to manage these high medical expenses. Also, contracting a critical illness can have other impacts like loss of job. You may, because of the severity of the illness or even the medication that you're taking, you may not be able to move about as normal, due to which you'll have to take leave or you'll have to quit your job. But life goes on, you still have your rent to pay, your children's fees, your loan payments, etc. Again, when you receive this lump sum payout from the critical illness cover, you can use these to manage these expenses as well. What is the mode of payout which is followed in health insurance? As you know that the hospital which you go to, it could be already be tied up with the health insurance company, in which case it is cashless. You don't have to make a payment from your pocket. The health insurance company pays it directly to the hospital. If it is not cashless, then you have to make the payment and you have to claim reimbursement. In the critical illness, there is no connection between the hospital and the insurance company. On diagnosis of the critical illness, you take the necessary paperwork, you submit it to the insurance company verifies this and they give you the entire sum insured as payout. That is, it goes to the insured person. The end use is not monitored here. As I mentioned earlier, it could be used for hospitalization expense, it could be used for any other expense also, so it comes in quite handy. Is there a premium difference if you avail the same amount of cover under a health insurance and a critical insurance cover? Yes, there is. Not just because they are different products, but also because health insurance product covers a lot of common illnesses or something which could frequently occur. Like anybody could have an accident. Anybody could be hospitalized for dengue because the number of mosquitoes are quite high these days, right? So all these are covered and therefore they charge a higher premium. They also have a higher scope of coverage and they have more features, therefore they charge a higher premium. Let's look at this example. A person is 31 years old, he takes a 5 lakh cover, he has to pay an annual premium of rupees 6,366. Whereas in a critical insurance, as I mentioned, the scope of coverage is very low. That is, there is only a specified set of critical illnesses, which is rarer for a person to contract. The same person, if he was to take a 5 lakh cover under a critical illness insurance policy, it would cost him only 2024, which is 1/3 of the premium that he has to pay for the health insurance product. Can the policy be renewed? The health insurance policy can be renewed every year. It is an annual contract, and so it can be renewed every year. Even if there is a claim during the policy period, they can renew it. The hospitalization benefit will not stop there. The daycare surgery benefit will not stop there. As long as you're paying the premium, you can continue the contract for your lifetime, and even if new illnesses are contracted, the payout will be given for that. A critical illness insurance continues as long as there is no claim. But once the person contracts a critical illness and he makes a claim, the insurance company gives the entire sum assured, but they close the policy after that, making it a one-time benefit. What is a priority that I would assign to a health insurance, and what is a priority that I would assign to a critical illness insurance? To my mind, health insurance is a high priority financial protection measure. It's something that every person should avail when they start working. If their employer does not give them, or they start their own business, they should avail it at that time. Why is this important? Because in a few years, you are going to start investing in gold, you're going to start investing in property or in mutual funds. Those are long-term investments. You want to take it out only when the time is right. But if there is a medical emergency, then you may be forced to take out from your long-term investments. You may be forced to liquidate them, and that is not good. But if you pay a small premium, you have your health insurance in place that takes care of your medical expenses. Health insurance also needs to be assessed periodically. As age advances, you may need more cover. You may get married, you'll have children, your parents may become your dependents. So the amount of cover that you took initially may not be enough. You need to assess this periodically. In comparison, I would say that a critical illness insurance is a medium priority financial protection measure. You're taking it because you know that critical illness, if contracted, will cause a huge financial strain. Hence, you're availing it to strengthen your existing health insurance cover. And it is cheaper than your health insurance cover, so it is easier to avail it. But just like your health insurance cover, as age increases, family size increases, you need to assess the amount of cover and increase it. So let me just summarize the critical points of the critical illness coverage. The insured is seeking cover against critical illnesses, a narrow set or a specified set of illnesses which can cause death or severe disabilities. The lump sum payout will be useful to manage unexpectedly high medical expenses or your livelihood. On the diagnosis of the critical illness, the payout is given to the insured and the policy is closed by the insurance company. Compared to a regular health insurance product, you pay a relatively lower premium, and by availing it, you can strengthen your existing health insurance cover again at a relatively lower premium. So I hope this video helped you to understand what a critical illness product is, how is it different from a regular health insurance product, and when should you avail it. If you already have an existing health insurance policy, or if you have a critical illness rider on one of your policies and you're wondering how to increase this, you can always contact me on my contact points. It's at the end of the video, right? And here are a few useful links to other videos which may help you in your journey of financial planning. Do reach out to me for any queries. I'll be happy to help. Thanks for watching.